You're tuned to Nobidade TV, a Cape-Verdean production.
I'm going to do English just because the other presenters only speak English. So thank you so much for being here today. My name is Elizabeth Morera. I'm the Director of Operations of Project Health TV. Our Executive Director, who is my mom, couldn't be here today. She had knee surgery, but she is sending her wishes. And we're so happy to now have such a dynamic organization where we have multiple subgroups. So Project Health TV started our work in 2009. We became a nonprofit in 2015. We used to go, a big group used to go every couple of years, and then we kind of strategized to change our Project Health be the umbrella organization of smaller subgroups so we can reach different islands quicker and be more efficient in the work that we do. So all of the subgroups, and they continue on their work. So this fundraiser specifically for Brava's Bridge for Help, which is one of our subgroups. This is the 5th mission that will be going to Brava, and I want to shout out the Brava group, Belita, Angela, Florence, Dr. Michael Fine, who's going to come speak to us, Randy Medina, our firefighter, who's going to come speak as well, and they do all of the work. Like I said, we're now the backbone umbrella, and the subgroups really do the nitty-gritty and the day-to-day, and they are the ones who put this together. So give them another round of applause because you guys did an awesome job. So like I said, we've been a nonprofit since 2015, and in May, there's a group going before us. It's gonna be the 23rd mission to Cape Verde, and we are all volunteers. We don't have paid staff, so we do what we do when we can, and it's amazing to see how much we've expanded, how much we've grown, and the dedicated volunteers that are committed to the work that we do is really what keeps us going and keeps us committed to the work. And there's many specialties, so we have a Brava subgroup, we have a newer group who went in the fall for San Nicolau. We just established a Fogu subgroup. We have a group going to do a needs assessment in Seoul, and we also have a mental health group that wants to reach all of the islands that have just started establishing. So, like I said, the subgroups are starting to get larger, and we're excited to continue on this work. The Brava subgroup was also super lucky this year because we got a donated fire truck from the city of Pawtucket to be donated to Brava. And that was a huge donation from the city of Pawtucket. Mayor Grebian went on the medical mission to Cape Verde with our organization and saw the work that we did and wanted to do something. So that was a start. We got the truck. It actually arrived in Brava on February 22nd. So shout out to everyone who made that happen. We also want to shout out Atlantic Shipping. They gave us a 50% discount to send the fire truck. So all these little things is really what helps because we don't depend on federal funds. It's people like you, generous people like you, who donate your resources, and so we can continue to do the work that we do in Cape Verde. So the fire truck is there. We're working on getting it out, and we have Randy Medina, who is a firefighter, who's a 4th generation from Brava, who's going to be going for the first time to go do some training and train the firefighters there on how to use the engine. We also need some equipment, so I will pass it over to you to come give a few words, and then we'll hear from Dr. Michael Fine, who's been to Brava 3 times? Twice. Going to be 3 times this year to just talk about his experiences. So once again, thank you all for being here. Also want to acknowledge our Consul General who is here, Otavio Gomes. Thank you for your commitment. Otavio, every time we send him a declaration, because everything we send, we have to send an item-by-item declaration to show the contents that are being sent. We sent so many containers, and Mr. Gomes always gives us the stamp of approval to support some of the costs when we get there. So everyone has a role in the work that we do, and we're super grateful that we have a lot of support and we're able to get all of you here today, but we also need everyone, not only the volunteers, we need to work with the government, we work with everyone, because everyone is, together we can work together and do better for Cabo Verde. So thank you, Octavio Gomes, for being here today. All right, and I'll pass it over to our firefighter, Randy Medina from Little Compton Fire. Thank you for being here.
Good evening, everybody. Elizabeth introduced, I'm Randy Medina. I work for Little Compton Fire Department. I'm a firefighter in school for fire science. I'm also a cardiac in Rhode Island. I'm from the New Bedford clan of Cape-Verdeans. So if there's a Medina, a Pina, a Lessa, a Tavares, that's my cousin. First of all, can we shout out to making this happen tonight? This is such a beautiful thing. Everybody that made this possible, the bands, it really is a beautiful thing. My goal for this mission really is to get them situated with this fire truck, get them the supplies that they need, get them the training that they need. I'm going to do everything in my power to make that happen, but I also need you guys. Ears to the ground. This is such a great start. Ears to the ground, and just keep the work that we've been doing. I work in a district where we don't have fire hydrants. Brava probably doesn't have fire hydrants either. So if anybody can really lead this train, and I really think I have those resources to make it possible for them and for us. So thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate it, and let's have a blast.
Awesome, and also Little Compton Fire, when they saw that we were donating the fire truck, the fire department also donated some materials, some hose and other things that we sent in the truck. So thank you to Little Compton Fire, led by Randy Medina, for the work that you're doing. Also want to shout out Cola Brava. Aren't they really good? The band is really good. I hope you guys put your dancing shoes on, because we're gonna dance. We're not gonna sit here all day. I also don't want to speak for too long, because you guys are hungry. Comida se cheira sabe. So lastly, I just want to call up really who's become the clinical director of the Brava mission, Dr. Michael Fine. He's gone to Cabo Verde twice and is committed to the island of Brava. So thank you so much for being here, Dr. Michael Fine.
Thank you, Elizabeth. It's wonderful to be here. Thank you to your whole family, who's the backbone of this organization, and has done that for a number of years. I want a special call out to what I call my Brava group, Angela, Belita, and Flo. We went together and hope to go together again. They are a fantastic group of people. I've been to Brava twice, which means I've been on the ferry 4 times. And I survived it 3. The other time I'm still recovering from. A couple of us are actually also part of an organization called Primary Care for All Americans, which is trying to build a healthcare system for the United States that's for people, not for profit, and starts by providing primary care to everyone in every neighborhood and community. Now, the thing that's amazing to me about Brava, and there are many amazing things, like it may be the most beautiful place in the world, particularly when the hibiscus bloom, just such a beautiful place, with such amazing music and such amazing people. But, Angela and I got to go to the 5 small health centers scattered around the island, which, people take for granted. But, there's a hospital that's not huge, but with those 5 small health centers, Brava has the ability to take care of every single person and do in Cabo Verde what we have not been able to do in the United States, which is get primary care, get health care to every single person. So just with a little more support from this group, from this community, from us, this will get done, and Brava will leave everybody else in the dust because they got there first because of this support. So thank you all for being here. Thank you to the band and to the people who organize this amazing party and to the people who support the work in Brava.
Awesome, thank you so much. So, like I said, we're fundraising, and then we're hoping to go on our next mission. The Brava group is gonna go in the end of October, early November. Belita's gonna set the dates after this party. But where Belita's a clinical director and really has taken this work to another level. So once we get our dates, we're gonna go in the fall and continue our work. We already have a plan with the clinical directors there to understand what the needs are. They sent us a long list that we have to fundraise for, and so we can not only provide equipment, but provide the needs and the resources that they asked from us. Because what we do is we're a supplement. We're not going there to tell them what they need. We work with the clinical directors and the clinicians on the island to let us know what they do, and we are there to support and create a participatory action plan with them. So we'll be going to Brava again in the fall, and then we're also going to be they're going to be doing some training. We have 2 CPR AED trainers, and they're going to be training not only the firefighters, but also they're going to be training in the hospitals too. And we need some, Brava specifically asked for cardiology, optometry, so eye doctors, dermatology, and dentistry is clinics and specialists that they really need. So if you know any of them who want to come on a medical mission, please, recruitment is number one, because we can't keep creating these subgroups if we don't have clinicians in support. And you don't have to have a medical background to be part of Project Health. That's a myth. I need administrators, there's people to coordinate on the island, we need people to plan fundraisers, we need marketing to help with our social media. There are so many ways that you can support, and it really takes a village for all that we do. So we appreciate you being here. So now I think we're gonna open up the food, and I hope you enjoy it. To all the volunteers, there were volunteers who made food today. Everyone brought a little bit of everything. So, and volunteers brought baskets, like for instance, Cape-Verdean Natap donated this beautiful mural or painting of Brava, donated 2 tickets to the I Love Brava Sunset Festival. There's a lot of awesome raffle items, so later on we'll explain all of the raffles, and then we'll go around to each table so you can kind of choose which ones you like. So yeah, to the people who cooked today, thank you so much. We actually do have a priest here, and I'm super religious, and I know maybe some people aren't, but if we get a quick blessing of the food before we serve, I think that would be great, and then we can get the party started. I want to see everyone dancing. All right, so thank you so much, and we'll quickly bless the food and then go eat. You Padre Simon Moniz, sorry. Don't put you on the spot, but we gotta bless the food. This is Father Simon Moniz. He's the priest at the only Cape-Verdean Catholic Church in Pawtucket, but he's also going to do it in Creole because he's Cape-Verdean, so you get a little bit of Creole too.
No reza. Deus, Senhor, que tem o poder para abençoar para nova tudo coisa, no te pedinho para nos abençoar que os alimentos que está para ali, quem é que prepara para nós, para que esse alimento dá-nos força e dá-nos saúde para no trabalho melhor para o progresso de humanidade. Em nome do Pai, do Filho e do Espírito Santo. Bom proveito.
Obrigado. E os levanta, cadê num festa de hoje? Para tudo alguém bem, levanta, vem comer e depois o trabalho. You gotta open the table, Dr. Fine. They're not gonna go if you don't go.
welcome everyone. So whoever want to join us, please come, okay? So right now we want to bring, we have some raffles that was donated from some people. You know, some other stuff, some goodies inside. Then we have the big poster that was donated by Cape-Verdean Top. Also, I want to sponsor Moshu. So July 12th, we have I Love Brava. So if anyone is interested, it's usually done here, Djabraba, and you can find the tickets Moshu on North Main Street, or maybe there's other place in Pawtucket, everywhere. So if anyone wants to buy a ticket, Moshu's right there. He's right there. So let's support him, okay? And then he also donated this basket, which we have 2 t-shirts, and then there's 2 tickets inside as well, 2 shot glasses, and grogu, okay? For American people, grog is like Cape-Verdean rum, okay? Very strong. And then we have cheese and crackers basket with wine. So each basket, pretty much the big ones, they're like $5 each, except the movie is $2. And if God puts in your heart that you want to donate more than 2, you know, then when we go to Cape Verde, like we go there, we donate our own time, okay, to go. And we go, the only thing we do it out of our heart. We want to help our people. And remember, we all came from there. Just remember that. Some of us came from Cape Verde, like I was born and raised in Cape Verde. God gave me a career that I'm able to give back, okay? That's the only thing I love to do, when I put smile on somebody else's face. Like I came from nothing. So let's try to support someone who don't have nothing either, okay? So even if it's $1, or even if you don't donate anything, just your support, that's all we want, okay? Thank you.